In the ancient kingdom of Umucha, there lived a young princess named Adaora, a girl so beautiful that even the sun passed when she walked past. Her skin glowed like polished bronze, her eyes sparkled like river stones, and her smile could melt anger like heat melts palm oil. But Adaora had one flaw that everyone in the kingdom whispered about: her pride. No man was ever good enough for her. Farmers came, warriors came, sons of wealthy traders came, but Adaora refused every single one of them. She would wrinkle her nose and say, "I am a princess. I cannot marry a poor man. I deserve a prince, a wealthy prince from a faraway kingdom." Her mother warned her. The palace elders shook their heads, but Adaora did not care. Her heart was set on a man of status, wealth, and royal blood. And then, one Harmattan evening, he came. A long horn sounded at the palace gates. A tall, handsome stranger rode in on a black horse with glowing eyes. He introduced himself as Prince Okezuo of the Far Earth Kingdom. He bought gold, he brought jewels, his servants carried chests filled with treasures Adaora had never seen in her life. The moment she saw him, she said yes. But on the night before the wedding, the old village seer pulled Adaora aside and whispered, "A bride who refuses men of the earth will attract men not of the earth." Adaora rolled her eyes and walked away. The next day, the wedding was grand, but strange things happened that nobody understood. The prince's shadow moved, even when he was still. His servants never blinked, and sometimes, when the light hit his face, his eyes reflected upside-down images. But Adaora ignored every sign. That night, before dawn, the prince insisted they begin their journey to his kingdom, and so they traveled. Through forests darker than night, through paths that twisted unnaturally, through a silence so heavy that even incense refused to sing. When Adaora asked why they hadn't passed any villages, the prince simply said, "My kingdom prefers to stay hidden." Hours passed. The trees began to bend downwards. The sky looked closer than before. Her heartbeat grew loud in her ears, and then they arrived. Adaora stepped into a clearing and froze in horror. People were walking with their heads on the ground and their legs in the air, as if the world had flipped upside down. Some had no faces, some whispered her name, some giggled like children in the dark. Adaora turned to her husband and saw that he was no longer a handsome prince, but a tall, shadowy creature with hollow, empty eye sockets. "Welcome, Adaora," he said. "You wanted a prince. Now you are the queen of the fallen ones." Adaora screamed and ran into the forest. That began her long, nightmarish escape. She ran until her feet bled. Branches tore at her clothes. She didn't look back. When she finally stopped to breathe, she realized she was standing in the exact same place she started. The prince laughed behind her. "My bride, where are you going?" Terrified, she ran again. This time she avoided the main path and forced her way through thick bushes. She saw a faint torchlight ahead. Hope. But when she approached, the single light multiplied into 10, then 20. A cycle of floating lights surrounded her. They were glowing eyes. Whispers filled the air. Another bride, another bride. Adaora fell to her knees and cried. A pale figure floated toward her, the village seer. Her feet did not touch the ground. Her voice sounded like wind inside a cave. "Adaora, your pride brought you here, but your humility can take you home." Adaora crawled toward her. "Mama, help me. Tell me what to do." The seer pointed deeper into the forest. "Find the world's mirror. It will show what must be undone." Then she vanished like smoke. Adaora followed the direction. until she saw a glowing pool. She knelt beside it and looked inside, but instead of her frightened face, she saw a perfect version of herself, smiling, laughing, dancing with the prince. Her reflection whispered, "Stay, be with him forever." Adaora screamed and ran away. It was a trap, a mirror meant to deceive her. She collided with a woman whose eyes were hollow. The woman whispered, "I married him once, now I walk upside down." She held Adaora with desperate fingers. "If you do not break the mirror, you will join us." She pointed to a valley filled with falling stars like dust. "Follow the falling stars." Then she disappeared. Adaora followed the falling sparks until she reached a silent valley. There she found a still glass-like pool. This time, the reflection was real. She saw herself broken, dirty, terrified but human. She touched the water and felt a shock. Her reflection stayed behind and spoke with the seer's voice. "Your pride built this prison. Your humility will destroy it." Adaora didn't understand at first. What should I do? Her reflection pointed downward. Adaora looked around and saw a large stone beside the pool, and then she understood: the mirror. Her reflection nodded. Adaora raised the stone high, her hands shaking, and smashed it into the pool. Crack! The forest shook. The upside-down people screamed. The sky twisted and turned. She hit it again and again. Crash! Everything exploded into white light. Adaora woke up on a warm earth in front of her father's compound. Her mother screamed her name and ran to her. Her father dropped to his knees in shock. The village gathered around her, crying, praising God, holding her hands. Adaora whispered, "I'm home. I'm truly home." And from that day on, she changed. The pride melted out of her voice. She became gentle, wise, compassionate, and she told her story to every young girl. Beauty can open doors, but only humility can bring you home.